Hi there. How's it going? So the Biden administration claimed when they were campaigning that they would be the most transparent administration in the history of the presidency. Of course, everything they claim is the most in the history of the presidency. They're not wrong. They're the worst in the history of the presidency. They have the most illegal immigration in the history of the presidency. They may be the highest in inflation in the history of the presidency. At least they're up there with Jimmy Carter. Crime, they got the most crime in the history of the presidency. So they got a lot of most. But they certainly are not the most transparent in the history of the presidency. Biden to date has given 23 interviews, media interviews. And the other presidents in the history of the presidency at this part of their term are somewhere up around 40, a little over 40 press conferences in their history. Trump had 83 or 93, I don't know, some insane number. He'd talk to the press every time he got a chance. He wasn't afraid of the press. They didn't like him, but he wasn't afraid of the press. Now Biden's going to go to Ireland, I believe Ireland, and he says he's not going to have any press conferences on his entire trip to Ireland. So basically, we are funding Biden and his family to go to Ireland on vacation. I mean, if he's not going there to work, if he's not going to do any press conferences, then why are we paying for him to go there? Don't we, the people, have the right to know what the president is doing in Ireland? Why does he get by with saying, I'm not going to have any press conferences when I'm there? Imagine if a Republican president was going to Ireland and told the press that he wasn't going to have any press conferences. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? It would be the headline of every newspaper. Republican president goes to war against the First Amendment. Please. This man thinks that we're his little subjects and he's a dictator. It's as simple as that. And I can't imagine the Democrats sitting back and thinking this is a great president. If you vote Democrat, quite honestly, you're voting socialism. You're voting communism. Because that's how he's treating us, like a communist nation. He's letting China walk all over him. China puts a balloon all the way across our country, and he does nothing until it's meandered all over the United States. And then China comes back and says, you better not be sending the Speaker of the House to Taiwan. And what's the president do? Oh, it's not an official visit. He's bowing down to China like he lives with China. He works for China. Maybe he does. I mean, after all, Hunter Biden's associates went to visit Biden as vice president 80 times. Biden said that he didn't even know him, didn't have anything to do with Hunter Biden's business associates. And yet they went and visited him 80 times when he was vice president. Seems to me like the Biden family is working for the Chinese. And this is a minute of common sense.